Hey there, my name is Aaron Hughes and I'm the real estate investing copywriter. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a simple strategy that you can use to help you ask people for money. So if you work with motivated sellers, this may not apply to you, but if you work with cash buyers, or you're a wholesaler, or you're a flipper who also, sells your houses, or you run a fund or syndication, or you are a guru or expert who does like coaching and masterminding, or even if you're like a hard money lender who's kind of asking people for repayments, this strategy can work. It's not a strategy I've invented. It is a strategy I have stolen or perhaps just borrowed from another industry. And I'll give you two examples that are probably very familiar to you. And as soon as I tell you these examples, you'll see that, that it's from other industries, but it can apply really well to the real estate investing space. So basically, the background is that whenever you ask someone for money, say a purchase of a house, like an investment property, or to put money into your fund, or to pay you back when you've lent them money, or to pay you for masterminding, anything like that, whenever you're asking people for money, there is a sense of resistance that occurs when people hear the dollar amount. I assume that you're providing amazing value and that you've kind of built your case for why you have a great product or service and why you're delivering a great value to them. But people still have a sense of resistance. It's just kind of natural that when you hear a dollar amount, you think of all the work that went into earning that dollar amount, and then you don't want to spend it. And so there's possibly a chance that when you have asked people to invest in you, they've maybe ghosted you or said no, or decided they didn't want to do business with you. And one of the reasons, quite simply, is just sticker shock. They just see the dollar amount and they're like, I don't want to part with that money. So how do you solve sticker shock? What can you do about sticker shock? Well, the answer is we can kind of borrow it from the car dealership that you probably have in your city or town. So what they do when you kind of go onto a lot and you see a car for sale, you can probably find somewhere the actual price of the car. Rarely is that the biggest number that is listed on the sticker on the window of the car. Usually in bigger font and bolder, nicer colored font is a lower number than the actual price of the car. So if the car is $50,000, you might see the sticker on the window says, $299. Obviously, the $50,000 car is not discounted to $299. What the dealership is doing is they're just measuring the full price against a different metric. Okay, they're measuring the full price against a different metric. So, the full price is $50,000. But the metric that they're actually measuring is payments over X number of months to get $299. So the $299 is, that's a monthly payment for whatever, 72 months or something. And then they might even have smaller numbers even because they're measuring it down by bi-monthly payments over 72 months or something. So in the car dealership world, they're minimizing that sticker shock by showing you a lower price, because all they're really doing is taking the regular price and measuring it against a different metric. And there's another place that you've seen this as well, probably in a very well-known charity whose name I can't remember right now, but that charity was inviting people to support a child that's somewhere in an impoverished country somewhere, and they would say, for just the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can help feed this hungry child. And so what they're doing is they're taking the amount of the investments, whatever that investment is, and they're measuring it against the metric of a cup of coffee a day. And so in both cases, the dealership and the charity, they're really doing the same thing. They're simply adjusting the full price into a lower price based on a different comparison. And you can do the same thing too in your real estate investing offer that you're asking people for money. Say, for example, you're a turnkey wholesaler and you've put someone in the property, and then you're kind of put it in an LLC and selling the LLC to an investor. You might be able to say, well, this is $100,000. but it's really just 10 small payments of whatever, and put it against another measurement, a different metric. And then the same is true for anything else that you might be selling. I've used it a lot when I've been working with real estate investors who are also coaches, consultants, running a mastermind or something. We often will say that, the price of this mastermind, the price of this group coaching service is less than what you would pay for something else. So you just got to find here the something like a familiar metric, and it could be time, it could be cups of coffee, it could be anything else, and figure out how your full number will kind of be compared to that other metric. Now, let me just make the one final disclaimer here, just in case I haven't been abundantly clear, and just in case you don't know me well. I am not saying that you should be hiding the full price. You must put the full price somewhere, and it should never be hidden. This is a tool just to be used ethically and morally, and to be upfront on what the full price is. But what you're really doing is just saying, like, look, here's a slightly different way to look at the price, because it's don't get shocked by the sticker shock. The full price might seem scary, but in fact, when you compare it to this thing, it's not that bad at all. And it's just another tool to help you drop resistance from people a little bit, so that you can continue the conversation and maybe ultimately do a deal with them. All right, my name's Aaron Hughes. I'm the real estate investing copywriter. And if you want more tips and tools and strategies to help you do more deals, head over to realestateinvestingcopywriter.com.